Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to digiMAX Sports Network. This is Scott Kirker, getting ready for this afternoon's Mid-Illini Conference softball game between the Metamora Redbirds and the visiting Washington Panthers. Metamora comes in at 9-4 on the season. Washington comes in at 3-2. This is the conference opener for both teams. Thanks to the rainouts this past week, Metamora hasn't had much of a chance to get many conference games in. Last week they did play the Marjorie Wright Showcase Classic. They went 2-2 against some really good teams, Huntley, Marengo, and Loyola Academy. And boy, that was a heck of a showcase for Metamora. This will be a good test. Metamora, the last 10 times that Metamora and Washington have faced each other, they're 5-5. Metamora playing in their 13th. This will be their 14th game. This will be only Washington's 6th game. They kind of got a raw deal when they went down to the same tournament down in Tennessee as Metamora did. I think they only played one game. As we get ready for the national anthem and the starting lineups for both Washington and I have to say that this game compared to Friday night's game here, this is probably a good 25 to 30 degrees warmer than it was the other night. I'm just wearing the one pair of Speedos today and one pair of tube socks. No tank top today. He's going to have to do it now. Well, first three batters for Washington: Layla Harris, Peyton Swanson, and Melanie McKinley for the Panthers. Nora Johnson once again in the circle for the Redbirds. Pitched real well the other night against Huntley that we had. Ended up being an 8-6 ball game. Awfully cold that night, didn't have her best stuff. I'm sure that had a lot to do with the weather, cold weather. A lot warmer today. Layla Harris is a junior. She's batting .556. Coming into this game, she's got 10 hits in 18 at-bats. She's 4 for 4 on steals, so I want to try and keep her off the bases. Looks like she's got a little bit of speed. Oh. Base hit for Harris on the first pitch. Oh, it was hit pretty hard. Brings up their second baseman, Peyton Swanson, only a freshman. She's also batting .444. Got some pretty lofty batting averages. They've only played 5 games. First pitch is in there for a strike. Ball's inside. 1-1 the count. Second pitch, or third pitch is in there now for a strike. It's 1-2 the count. Nice pitch. Johnson looks to be throwing a lot harder tonight than she did Friday. A lot warmer out today. Good play. That's a good play by Till and the second baseman, Knee. Brings up Malone McKinley. Pitches in there for a strike. Malone McKinley, a senior, 18 bat. She's also batting .444. She's got 8 hits. Oh, that's a nice pitch. Foul ball. Had her way out in front of that one. That was a nice pitch. Metamora moved up in the rankings this week. They are rated number 2 in 3A. They were number 3. Wind blowing in. Pretty gusty winds blowing in tonight. You're going to have to get the ball into the teeth of the wind to get it out. That one's up and out of play behind the backstop. Count remains 2-2. Moves it to a full count. 1 out here in this top half of the first inning. All right, that's a strike looking. That's a nice pitch. 2 down, brings up Jenna Flessner. Flessner, a junior, batting .467. 7 hits. Again, these are the early part of the season with only 5 games. That's another base hit for Washington. Brings up Ellie Ridlingshafer, first baseman for Washington. Bounced that one in. Tried to go low and just got a little bit too low. 2 down here in the first. Well, that makes it 3-0 count. Makes it 3-1. Well, that ball looked like it was really hit pretty hard, but the wind knocked it down, and the left fielder came in, made a nice play. In that inning, Washington had 2 hits, 2 runners left. Washington did not score. We go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Due up for Metamora, Kennedy Nee, Kerrigan Hartnett, and Cadence Till. Till batting .576. Hartnett batting .344. And Nee kind of went out of order here. She's batting .250, but her on-base percentage is .817. Till is just a whopping 1.773. That's Tom Hagen-ish. I'm very impressed with Nee. The now 3rd game we've covered, but the first 2 games that we did, not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. Always got a quality bat, and always seemed to put the bat on the ball. First pitch is in there for a strike. Oh, inside. Ooh. Ball hitter. She'll get a base. Kerrigan Hartnett, another one that's really looked good at the plate. .344, got 11 hits in 11 hits on the season. 1 home run, 8 RBIs. But then, ooh. Brings up Cadence Till. Boy, it almost looked like maybe she was off the bag. Was she off the bag? Pretty close. All outside. Ooh, that ball's fouled off. Third baseman caught the ricochet. That's an out in Sandlot. Ooh, pretty nice pitch. All outside. I don't think Till's afraid of a 2-strike count anyway. think that bothers her one bit. Nice job, nice job. Makes it a full count. I don't know if Washington's going to be really upset about walking her here. Hartnett's going to have to get a good jump off of first base. And that'll be a ball. She'll get a base on ball. We've seen that a lot here the last few games. Brings up Ellie Schaefer. She comes in batting .432 with 16 hits. Oh. One down here in this bottom half of the first. It's a 2-0. Ooh. 2-1 the count. Whoa. No. No hits, no runs, one runner left. We go to the top of the second, no score. Due up for Washington, Bailey Herrick, Bailey Parrott, and Olivia O'Connell. I think for Metamora, that was the hardest ball hit of the night so far. Oh, nice play by Hartnett. Brings up Bailey Parrott, the designated player. A little outside. Oh, didn't catch it. That's a pretty good shot, though. Brings up Olivia O'Connell. All inside. Washington with 3 hits already. Now roll foul. Now send the runner back to first. 1-1 the count. We got a full week of baseball and softball. We got softball tonight. Tuesday and Wednesday's baseball. And Thursday, Metamora Pekin softball game. Tomorrow night will be Metamora Washington, and then Wednesday it'll be Metamora Morton in baseball. Another base hit. Brings up Cammie Barth, center fielder for the Panthers. All looked good. The strike. Good play by pitcher Johnson. All the runners moved up a base, but with 2 outs. Back to the top of the order with Layla Harris. She had a base hit back in the first on the first pitch of the game. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. Must be a little bit outside. 2-1 the count. Got fouled straight back. 2-2 the count. 2 outs here in this second inning. Oh, what a catch by the center fielder for Metamora. Ellie Schaefer. Nice. Great jump on that ball. Came into right center field and made a great catch. Due up this bottom half of the second inning, Pasha, Eaton, and Bender. Pasha comes in hitting .342. Eaton comes in at .292. And Bender comes in at .269. That's played by the shortstop. Brings up Sophie Eaton, the designated player. Eaton at .292. Pitch is in there for a strike. One and one the count. Fouled up the first base line. 1-2 the count. Struck her out. Brings in Bailey Bender, left fielder. The count up at 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Still no score. Three unassisted. No hits, no runs, no one left. We go to the top of the third inning. Still no score. Due up for the Panthers, Swanson, McKinley, and Flessner. Peyton Swanson hit into a fielder's choice back in the first and was stranded at second base. That's a pop-up on the infield, and that'll be Till. Brings up Malone McKinley. She struck out back in the first. Quickly one down here in this third inning. As we were saying, Metamora moved up one spot in the AP rankings. They're number 2 in 3A. Number 1 is Antioch. Another base hit for the Panthers. Brings up Jenna Flessner. She also had a hit in the first. Antioch and Metamora squared off in the 2010 state championship game. That was won by the Redbirds. Well, looks like that's going to be Till again. Brings up Redling Schaefer. She flied out to the center fielder back in the first. That was a real nice play by Schaefer. It was a line out. No, that was just a fly out. My bad. The line out was in the second. Oh, and 2 the count. That's up and out of play. Count stays at 1-2. Right at Schaefer. Good job. One hit. One runner left. Panthers failed to score at the end, or halfway through the third. Still no score. Due up for the Redbirds. Johnson, Bree Bessert. Then we go to the top. Redbirds have not got a hit yet. Panthers have 5. I got a feeling this is just a matter of time. Nora Johnson batting 136 on the year. She makes her name in the circle, though, as the Redbirds' starting pitcher. First pitch is in there for a strike. Next pitch is across but low for a ball. Evens up the count at 1-1. Oh, nice eye. Nice eye. Pitch is inside. Makes it 3-1 on the Redbird pitcher. Pitch is in there for a strike. That evens or makes it a full count. Stays alive. Nice job. Wonder how many people watched the eclipse this afternoon. I was kind of disappointed. I thought it'd get a little darker. It looks like a little different than like a cloud going over the sun. Ooh, good job. She'll coax a walk. It's a nice at bat. Brings up Bree Bessert. She's batting 143. Oh, excuse me. Lauren Riddle comes in to run for Johnson. Brings up Bree Bessert. Lays down a nice bunt. Nice job by Bessert. So that puts the runner at second base with one down and Kennedy knee. Riddle at second base. Boy, one run would seem like about five. That'll be a foul ball. Be out of play. Yeah, the fans kind of scattered over there. Like when you hit a home run into the stands, they'd usually scatter too, wouldn't they? Grounds out to the second baseman for the second out of the inning, but the Redbirds have a runner now on third base. Brings up Kerrigan Hartnett. She hit into a fielder's choice back in the first. Ball's up and away. I don't think they're going to be too careful with her because they don't want to face Cadence Till, the runner in scoring position. Ooh, right at the second baseman. No runs, no hits, no errors. As we go to the top of the fourth inning, still no score. Two up for the Panthers, Bailey Herrick, Bailey Parrott, and Olivia O'Connell. The Redbirds still have not got a hit. It's still only third inning, or they've only had 3 at bats, but Parrott is 0 for 1. She grounded out to the third baseman back in the second. Parrott had a base hit, was stranded at third. O'Connell had a base hit and was stranded also at second base. Ball inside. It's wide of third base. That's a base hit. Wow. Here's up Bailey Parrott. She singled back in the second inning. 1 on, no one out here for the Panthers. I'm sure they'll be trying to bunt her over. Pretty good play by Hartnett. Brings up Olivia O'Connell, also a base hit back in the second. Ball's fouled off. One down, runner on third. Metamora's going to have to put a little bit of a Houdini trick here to get out of this somewhat of a jam. Remember, though, you got to score 1 run anyway to win, so you might as well score 2. Ooh, nice pitch. 1-2 the count, and get a strikeout here. And I want to say you can relax, but it makes it a little bit easier. Ooh. Wow. That was a break, I think, but we'll take it. Brings up Cammie Barth, 2 outs, runner on third. New hitter, wow. Gracie Glob comes in to hit for the junior with a .333 batting average. Ball inside. Nice pitch. Ball up. Makes it 3-1 the count. Fouled straight back, makes it a full count. Hanging tough. Popped up. It looks like the second baseman. Yeah, and Nee will make the catch. One hit, no runs, one runner left. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still no score. Due up for the Redbirds, Till, Schaefer, and Pasha. Cadence Till walked in her only at bat so far. She's technically 0 for 1. We've seen her walk a lot. When she does get a pitch to hit, she's hit a home run. And that one goes over everyone's head. That'd be a ball. Ball outside, 2-0. Up against the fence. That'll be a double for Till. Wow. Brings up Ellie Schaefer. up and away. Oh, that's good base running by Till. Ball didn't get that far away from the catcher, and she got third base without even a throw. That's good baseball. Softball. Schaefer up on the count, 2-0. Makes it 3-0. Uh-oh. Oh, that's good. That's good team baseball right there. That's a good job. Might have been a home run on a normal day. The Redbirds get a run across. One down here in this. Eddie Patience, she grounded out to the shortstop back in the second. Oh, low makes it 2-2. I think that's going to be out of play. Ball on the inside half. That's a good eye. Another base hit. Brings up Sophie Eaton, the designated player. She struck out back in the second. Ooh, they called that a strike. Sophie Eaton. And won the count. She struck out. Brings up Bailey Benders. Ooh, that'll get the runner down to second base. I got a runner in scoring position for Benders. She grounded out to the third baseman, unassisted back in the second in the inning. Oh, man. Nice catch. Redbirds run home. 1 run on 2 hits. 1 runner left. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Redbirds up 1-0. So back to the top of the batting order for Washington. Lila Harris now batting. She's 1 for 2 base hit, and she lined out to the center fielder. That was a good catch by Schaefer. And she's safe at first. Brings up Peyton Swanson. She's had a sacrifice, return on fielder's choice, I mean. And she popped out to the shortstop back in the 3rd. And so 1 out, runner on 3rd, and it brings up Malone McKinley. She's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a base hit. Nice pitch. double down the left field line. They'll tie it up at 1. Brings up Lady Redbird Softball, who's over 2. She flied out to the left and lined out to center. 2 on, 1 out. And that'll be the second out. That was a big out for Metamora. Second out of the inning. Brings up Bailey Herrick, the pitcher. She's also 1 for 2. And nice play by Till. 1 run on 3 hits for the Panthers. They tie the score at 1. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, all tied up at 1. Two up for Metamora: Johnson, Bestert, and then the top with Kennedy Nee. Brings up Nora Johnson, she walked in her only at bat back in the 3rd, stranded at second base. Foul ball wide of 3rd. Well, outside makes it 3-1. Need base runners. Tied up at 1. Foul ball. Boy, it had the distance. Foul ball, though. Wow. Fly out to the center fielder. Just to pop out. Brings up Bree Bessert. Bessert had a sacrifice back in the third inning. Ball's inside and low. Brings us back to the top of the order with Kennedy Nee. 0 for 1. Rounded out to the second baseman back in the third inning. Strike 2. That's going to be a pop out to the shortstop. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the top of the sixth inning, tied up at 1. No, got 2. As we head to the top of the sixth inning, leading off for Washington is Bailey Parrott, Olivia O'Connell, and Cammie Barth. Parrott is 1 for 2 with a hit and a sacrifice. One and one the count. Ooh, swung on that one, makes it 1 and 2. Boy, I like that effort there. I like that. Man. Oh, nice pitch. Nice pitch. O'Connell is 1 for 2 with a hit and a strikeout. He's up Cammie Barth. She's 0 for 1. She was pinch hit for back in the 4th. Gracie Glob, she popped out to the second baseman. Nice pitch. Oh, nice play by Nora Johnson. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Redbirds and Potters, or excuse me, Redbirds and Panthers all tied up at 1. Kerrigan Hartnett comes to the plate. She's 0 for 2. Fielder's choice, and then she grounded out to the second baseman. Actually, the second baseman made a pretty nice play. She hit the ball hard. This next one's in there for a strike. Nice job. Called that a strike. Ooh. Pitch is outside, 2-2. Works it to a full count. Need a base runner. He's got to get on for Till. Oh, nice job. Way to hang tough. Brings up Cadence Till. She's 1 for 1. Got walked in the first and hit a double and scored in the fourth. Ball outside. Foul ball off the foot. 2-1 the count. Ball outside. 3-1 the count. She gave that a drive. Brings up Ellie Schaefer. She's 0 for 1. What a play by the shortstop. No runs, no hits, no one left. We head to the 7th inning, still tied at 1. Due up for Washington. They go back to the top of the order with Harris and Swanson and McKinley. And between they're 4 for 9 combined in this game so far. Kara Craig comes in to play right field. Leela Harris. Oh, nice play by Johnson. Brings up Peyton Swanson. She's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice back in the fifth. Ooh. Good job by Johnson once again to keep her composure and pick the ball up and get the out. Brings up McKinley, who is 2 for 3. An RBI double last at bat, single, and then she struck out in the first. Evens it up at 1-1. The ball's wide of third. Three and two the count. Nice job by Johnson. Popped out to Till. And hopefully Metamora can push across to run here in this bottom half of the seventh inning. Due up for Metamora. Keisha, I wonder if she's going to hit. Yeah, I think she is. Eaton and Bender. They need a base runner here. Hopefully Pace can get on and come around to score and give the Redbirds a big W here tonight. Pace re-enters as the hitter. Next one kind of rolled across. 1-0 the count. I wonder if you take a pitch. Do you take a pitch? Two and 0 the count. Pinch runner. Warren Riddle comes in to pinch run. It comes into pinch hit, or comes into hit now. So hit in place of Sophie Eaton. No. That brings up Bender. Bender is 0 for 2. She grounded out to the first baseman, and she lined out to the second baseman back in the fourth.
Number 9, Nora Johnson.
Brings up Nora Johnson. She's 0 for 1. Fly it out to the center fielder. Had a foul ball that had plenty of distance. There. Redbirds have a runner on third. The winning run's on third base. Goes up, evens the count at 1-1. Three and one the count. Now she's got to probably take. We need her. There's a strike. Must have been outside. Full count. Full count. That's going to be off the fence, foul ball. Johnson has a chance to win this for herself. And that'll walk. That's a nice at bat. Brings up Bree Bessert. She's 0 for 2. Sacrifice back in the third. And she grounded out to the shortstop back in the fifth. First one's in there for a strike. And it looks like we have a pinch runner. Eddie LaHood comes in to pinch run. On won the count on Bessert. That'll get the runner down to second baseman. That's big. That takes away a force. Makes it 1-1 count. I'd take a pass ball and score on a pass ball. And it's fouled off. One and two the count. Ball a little low. Makes it 2-2. Got to bring it up a little bit now, and because after Bessert, then we go back to the top. There's strike three looking. No runs, one hit, 2 runners left as we go to the top of the 8th inning. All locked up at 1. Due up for Washington, Plessner, Redling Schaefer, and Herrick. Plessner is 2 for 3. Redling Schaefer is 0 for 3. And Herrick is 1 for 3. high. Ball a little bit inside. Now's the time you want to buckle down. That's fouled off straight back. Ooh, nice pitch. Evens the count up at 2-2. Oh, nice job. Brings up Redling Schaefer. Ball a little high and outside. Ooh. Another nice play by Schaefer. They stole one from us. I don't know if we stole a home run, but we did. Brings up Bailey Herrick. She's 1 for 3. Ball must be a little high on that one. 2-1. Ball's out of play down the left field line. Makes it 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th. All right, looks like Till's got a beat on that, and she does. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. All tied up at 1. Due up for the Redbirds, the top of the order. With Kennedy Nee, Kerrigan Hartnett, and Cadence Till. Kennedy Nee is 0 for 2. Kerrigan Hartnett's 0 for 3. Cadence Till is 1 for 2 with a double and she walked back in the first. Well, this is the big inning for Metamora. They have the top of the order coming up. They're going to have to make First one's in there for a strike. He needs to get on base. Pitch is outside. It evens it up at 1-1. Pitch up and makes it 2-2. This pitch is high, even or makes it a full count. Payoff pitch coming. That's a good job. Walks. Hartnett is 0 for 3. Should be looking to bunt here, I'm sure. First pitch is up and away. 1-0 the count. Pitch is up and away. Also 2-0 the count. Well, this is could be playing right into Metamora's hands as Hartnett can work her way on base and get Knee down to second base with Till coming up to the plate. And the next pitch is low. That's 3-0. She's probably going to be taking. It almost looks like she's been taking here this whole at bat, which is good strategy here late in the game. Pitch is in there for a strike. Pitch fouled straight back, makes it a full count. Ooh. It might have been ball 4, but she wasn't going to take any chances. Wasn't going to take any chances. Still a full count. And struck her out. Came all the way. Brings up Cadence Till. I wonder if they're going to walk her. Take their chances with Schaefer and Pasha. That puts the winning run, though, on second base. We've only had 8 base runners today. Boy, how long are they going to give her out on the mound? All outside. Ooh, that, ooh. Now they're just Walker. Now they're just. Yep, they're just going to walk her now. Here's up Ellie Schaefer. She is 0 for 2. And that'll be the ball game. Redbirds win. RBI single. Redbirds only their 4th hit, but they get the run with a 2-1 win. We'll be back in just a few minutes with a chat with hopefully a head coach, Derek Linder.
All right, so back here post-game with head coach Derek Linder. And, Coach, I mean, obviously the hits were the hits today, but I was just talking with Ellie Schaefer before we got recording here. It's not how many hits there were, it's that you got hits in the right moment. Tell me about how that translates to tonight's game.
Well, that's the difference in that, the scoreboard and what really happened. I mean, we hit the ball hard right at people. That one that Bailey hit right at her that could have scored that second run, I mean, that kid made a great play, and then the Harris girl made a great play on the backhand to throw a runner out. And then, Cammie Barth made a really nice play in the center field on Cadence's long shot. So they made really good plays. I think that low hit total was more a reflection on how well Washington played rather than how poorly we hit.
Speaking of center field, what Ellie Schaefer did out in center today, obviously she had the game-winning hit for you, but the kind of halfway falling down catch in center field as well. Speak to how important she was to the win today, other than the hit, of course.
She had a heck of a day, and, the thing, too, is it couldn't happen to a better kid. She's a wonderful, wonderful student in the classroom. She's a good teammate. She's a good friend, and it's those kids that you root for, and she's one of those, and I was glad to see that fall into her lap and her to get that hit. But, man, she's coming on since Friday night. She's really hit the ball well.
Obviously, for the viewers on MTCO and for the listeners of the podcast that maybe haven't followed to this point of the year, the Mid-Illini is a bloodbath. 4 state-ranked teams. You start 1-0, and it just kind of speaks to how tough this conference is year in and year out.
Yeah, and then you get matched up right there with 2 of the top teams in it right off the bat. East Peoria is good, and then what people don't understand is how good Dunlap is right now. They're really, really good. Everybody else is up too. Canton, we're going to go to Canton tomorrow, and that's going to be a little bit of a trap game. They're a very, very good ball team, and we got to get on the road, get out of class, and get going after an emotional win tonight.
All right, thanks, Coach. That'll do it from Metamora. What a win for the Redbirds, persevering in 8 over Washington. Final from Metamora High School, number 2, Metamora 2, number 9, Washington 1. We'll talk to you on Thursday. Redbirds hosting Pekin.